Well, hello, and welcome back to the tower. So let's start off with the little ones. So Tower 3 is at 22. Tower 3, Rocket Man's favorite tower, is 22 trillion. Tower 4, Virus's favorite tower, is at 27 trillion. Tower 5, Czar's favorite tower, is at 15 trillion. And Tower 6, Noo's favorite tower, is at 29 trillion. And of course, that means Big Tower is at 32 sextillion, almost 33 sextillion. And Little Tower is at 11 quadrillion, almost 12 quadrillion. So, yeah, I think Little Tower, like, I messed him up last week. He had the wrong cards equipped while he was farming, so, you know, these things happen. It's one of the hazards. I'm going to call it the hazard of having so many towers, is I'm constantly messing stuff up between all of them. Like, just constantly just like, oh, I forgot to do this for this one. Damn it. You know? I have too many towers. If somebody... I would adopt them out, but I can't. But anyways, like, too many towers, too much confusion. So I did go ahead and enter the tournament. As you can see, it's a bracket. It's very hard to say how this is... Oh my gosh. Okay, we have 18 people with intro sprint. That's not... oh, wait, no, less than that. -2. 16 people with intro sprint is generally not a good thing. How are you doing? Okay, well, goodbye to first. Okay, I guess intro sprint is not as much of an indicator as sometimes I think it is in my head. But the most important thing is not that. The most important thing that you need to know about is that we're going to get a lucky banner. And it is absolutely hilarious, because I literally commented, there was a whole discussion on when we were going to get a banner on Reddit. You can look at my Reddit profile if you don't believe me. And I go, guys, we only know that there's not going to be a banner up until July 12th. There could be a banner on July 13th, and then the banner dropped. So, I mean, I did my part last episode to try and summon the banner. So now we're going to wait for the lucky banner. And, yeah, so it's very important that you know that. Start saving up your gems. If you were listening to me, you wouldn't have spent any of your gems, because I told you this was going to happen. I warned you. I said there is going to be a banner. I mean, I gambled, like, I think 20,000 gems. But it was on Big Tower. Like you gotta understand, my being a bad example and gambling was only on Big Tower, because I was like, you know, I mean, obviously, like, the odds are the odds, right? And I was like, well, I should be fine. But I did my part to summon it, so you have to thank me for that. I did do that part. So just I hope you saved up. I hope you were paying attention to me. I hope you were listening. Okay? It's important that you listen to me, so we're gonna buff that. And people are now gonna think that I'm like the banner seer. No, I was just making a joke about how because Sam is limited to being able to tell us a few days ahead. I was making a joke about, okay, well, if she can only tell us a few days ahead, it's that time, you know? I guess. So don't think I have an inside track or anything. It's like a broken clock is right twice a day. Well, that was my broken clock moment. So you should be able to buy the store out by now for the guild thing, by the way. We can't spend anything, and the reason is because I ended up rushing the ultimate weapons one to this. I had enough to research this, so I'm like, let's rush it, start researching this before I spend the coins. And so we're currently researching both the ultimate weapon and attack, and I will rush the attack. And yes, I did rush this after knowing. It's fine, it was only like 1,000 gems. I did rush this after knowing. And then I'll just rush the attack up when I get this back up to 1.5 sextillion. Again, we're just trying to kind of like keep the chains moving here with these very expensive labs. And you know what? There's only one level after 19, so once we finish 19, we'll finish 20, and then we'll be done with those 2 labs. Thank goodness. We'll have 3 of the 4 Echo labs done. which puts me in pretty good space. And of course, we're still working on finishing up Wallthorns. We are not going to spend a lot of time talking about labs, because I do that every time. And then, of course, we're not doing anything with modules. You know why? There's going to be a banner. We'll do stuff then. So, I mean, that's sort of everything for Big Tower, which is really fast. Sometimes I, like, ramble on forever and ever. It's always about labs, because labs are... And my labs are as slow as molasses. That's kind of the problem, right? Like, I don't think... Okay, outside of getting this lab, and this is only changed because I rushed it. This is the only thing that's changed. This is an 80-day lab at 7x, right? This is going to be here next week. I mean, unless we get to the 3 sextillion and I rush it to 20, which I might do just to get the, you know, because when I get this researching 20 and this researching 20, we basically have done all the expensive labs, and then I can go back to investing in things. So I might be doing that. I'll probably be doing that. I think I can afford it. When Wallthorns finishes, I was really not sure where we... I really like Chain Thunder, but that doesn't work for me right now. I was really not sure where we were going. Probably defense percent. We'll probably just work on defense percent max, defense percent out. We did get some starting cash, which is good when I do discos again. For the Ultima, the utility disco. How are my echoes looking? I completed everything up to 17, which is where I dropped the ultimate weapon. I probably have to research range, because my range is very low, I like the lab. So I probably need to research range to kind of have a chance here. Obviously, we've buffed the wall since then, so maybe we have more of a chance here in tier 18. But this is kind of where things started to fall apart. Like, basically, you need to be able to clear this. Well, you don't need to. But you need to be able to clear this to have the bonus to kind of make it more possible to clear this, right? So that's sort of where we left off. Obviously, like, I have gotten more powerful, and we haven't done anything in any of these other tiers. I did for funsies, we did an echo run in tier 22, and we got that tiny bit, but, you know... Yeah, and I completed my util a long time ago, so we're going to finish these up, and then we'll go put defense on, and defense can go slow, that's fine. One of the things I've heard is people doing defense absolute, too, so I guess I'm going to have to do this now. Something because you can... There's something with defense absolute plus OC plus other things, like maybe this one, where you can actually survive OCs longer. So that's something we probably need to start doing. Again, my problem is I have so many labs and so little time. You still have to do damage, though, because you can't sit there and tank those hits forever, but I heard that defense absolute is actually useful now. I don't know how true that is. We'll find out. Like, I know a lot of people are doing the OC labs, though, just to get things down, because it's kind of a pain. Alright, well, no... Okay, you guys crashing out, that's good. Always good to see people crash out. Okay, well, we can go farm. And in terms of farming, I have been very good at farming. We have been hitting... Obviously, we had to stop here to do this, so that this doesn't count, and then we stopped again. I'm going to just delete this. But 43 quintillion is pretty good, 43 per hour. I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely going to help me achieve my goals of just kind of finishing things up. And honestly, I don't know, like, you know... I don't know how you farm tier 20. That's the thing that I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was working on Econ most recently, as you remember. We bought some Golden Tower duration. We got that up. Now Golden Tower has a duration of, I don't know, time. We didn't max it out, though, because we could still take it further. And also, we worked on the multiplier for the AS mod, which can now go all the way up to 130%, which is, like, crazy. But we got it to 72. I am really not sure where to go next. Honestly, the thing at this point is, it's July. We need to save for the update, right? So basically save your stones for the update. So that's what we're going to do. I actually heard I got ripped off. But I really only got ripped off by 2 of the bots, which is Thunderbots Plus and I heard Synchronicity was really not as good as I thought it was going to be. But whatever, Voltron mode, I already got it. It's Voltron mode. But the reality is I needed 4 of the bot pluses anyways, so it's like, okay, I bought the extra one in the one Voltron, and I still want to get a second Voltron at some point in the future, because I already got one, right? Like, I already got one, might as well, you know, get a second one and stick them together, right? But I think that's going to come when things get more, like when I actually finish up this cell multiplier here. When I finish this up, and then Ampy can start coming online. I'm assuming Ampy would, yeah, it would have to be Ampy, right? Well, it'd either be Ampy or Flamey. It's one of the two. One of them would come online next, and then it would be like, okay, if I'm working on Flamebot, do I want to get, you know... I guess that's kind of a wild thing, because, do I work on... That's... Well, you know what? We're not there. We're not going to go down this rabbit hole. One of them's going to... It's either Ampy's going to get worked on, or Wildbot's going to get... One of them's going to get worked on. And, we will use that to kind of help ourselves. Maybe that'll get us to tier 20. I don't know, because we tried farming. We didn't try farming tier 20. I don't know what you need to farm tier 20. I've been so happy with my results in tier 19 that it's like, okay, we're doing tier 19. It's good. It's fine. Also, I made sure to learn my lesson. Let me make sure. I got two of the babies are in the tournament. Let me make sure their brackets are full. Because last time, and the good news is Tower 5 and Tower 6, even though they went head-to-head, they didn't, like, knock each other out of the bracket. Okay, their brackets are full. They both got the same 16 to 24, which is the rank that I like. I mean, obviously, I'd like higher, but, you know. Alright, anyways, we're going to exit this little tower. It's a little tower's turn now. We'll grab our ticket. We're going to join the tournament. Okay, so he is in, so we have 3 out of 5 in now. And, of course, this is the news about the Lucky Banner on the 13th. Like, hopefully you are already saving up your gems for it. Because you listen to me. And you understand that I know what's best. Maybe, some of the time. You understand that I am a broken clock. It's one of those things, if I always tell you to hoard your gems, and then a banner drops, I can be like, see? I told you to hoard your gems. We can't spend anything. We're actually behind on everything because this was a rerun banner where the Prisma stuff is. The prismatic stuff, which Little Tower doesn't have, so he has to kind of charge up his metals here. Let's see. Alright, we can wipe this store out. I guess I didn't do this yet. I really wish there was a way to, like, especially for something like this, like, a purchase all button somehow. Somewhere, like, just, you know. I really wish this game had fewer dialogues of, like, I'm clearly buying the currency. You don't need to have a big giant pop-up to say you got 100 gems, you know? Alright, let's make sure sold out. Owned. And you should be able to do this too. I believe in you. That does mean we need to look at the Guardians. Oh. What do you know? We got the cooldown maxed out. Cool. 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 Let's see. We're enhancing ourselves. Actually, I need to look at this. How are we doing on a golden bot duration? Let's see. Oh, it's still the 80 trillion, so we don't know how much the next level is. I think it's like 100 and something trillion, so we can't spend too low. Wallthorns, oh, that's billions. Never mind. Everything else is billions, so nothing else. This is what I look at, right? What is the cost of everything else? Is it really low? Okay, then it doesn't matter. You know, if the costs are really low, then it doesn't matter. And of course, like, I'm still annoyed at all the labs we've been having to do that kind of have nothing to do to help me in the game, but everything to do to help me with my event missions. Which is why I'm looking at you, Spotlight Missile. Like, I really want you to be done. At least it'll be done on the last level in like 2 days. 2.5 days. And Golden Bot Duration. Really would like you to finish too. So the funny thing is, a lot of these labs are going to be opening up, and we will actually be able to fulfill our destiny as the HP. Even this lab speed is at 97. If we were not getting the banner, I've been so tempted to just rush lab speed to finish this, then move wall thorns up here to finish wall thorns, and then, you know, just kind of moving things, moving the chains is what I want to do. The good news is, this is going to be done in 5 days. Then we'll be on to 98, and then finally 99. And so this nightmare of lab speed, it's not really a nightmare, but this lab speed thing will be almost done in like 55 days. 55, no, in like 2 weeks or something like that. We will finally have completed lab speed. And obviously, I want to complete lab speed to free the lab up so that then we can start doing more EHP labs. Like, the fact that I had to do recharge nuke, and I guess I could have not done recharge nuke, but it just was like the event has annoyed me. The event missions we get have annoyed me to no end. And so the fact that I had to do recharge Dina nuke, recharge nuke, spotlight missile just for the event has just driven me up the wall. I mean, they're good labs to have done, obviously, but just like, why the reason I'm doing them for the event just makes me. I'll do it again. Anyways, oh, we can't even buy a coin bonus. We'll buy a sell bonus. That's fine. That leaves us with... I don't want to spend down this too much. Like, can we get the free... Okay, we'll get the free ups to there. I don't want to spend this down too much without knowing what it is. How much is this? 3 trillion? Okay, we'll spend 3 trillion. We'll spend 2 trillion. Okay. I don't know that that's really going to help us, but you know what? We did it. What else is there? Cards? Nope. What am I thinking? Cards. And of course, we're not doing anything with modules. We will be saving up. I will basically... We even saved up our 12 module tickets. The only tower that spent anything was Big Tower, and that's because I was like, well, I have 70,000 gems. Big Tower is in sort of a little bit of a pickle because of his dim core, which hopefully we will be able to fix with the lucky banner. So he is kind of in a pickle, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not destroying any cores anymore. I don't know why I destroyed the cores before. I feel silly. We're gonna work on making a second of everything, and then we're gonna make a third, right? Like we're gonna make a third of every core. I do not even care at this point. We are just gonna do it. So we have yeah, I did accidentally get those to, and I know, I'm not even using my second, like, Primordial Collapse, so we're gonna make a third? Yes. Yes. We're just gonna make a third, we're not gonna question it, we're just gonna do it. And I mean, for Little Tower, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take them all to 4-star Ancestral. So we're just gonna be smart about it, and we'll take all of the core mods to 4-star Ancestral until we have 3 of each. And that way, Little Tower, and then once we have 3 of each, then we can consider, like, okay, let's go ahead and finish you guys off. But Little Tower is going to be smart about it. He's going to make sure they all have that, so that way, you know, whatever we need to re-roll, whatever stats we need, Little Tower will just have, like, all his bases covered. And it'll be the same thing with the other towers, too. We're just not going to, like, shatter cores or anything like that. In fact, we're going to take all of them just to 4-star. We're not going to take any of them to 5-star until all of them. You can't see me pointing at the babies, but I am. Until all of them have 3 of each core mod at 5-star Ancestral, which really would be 3 at 4-star Ancestral, and then we get 6 extra cores, which will actually be really easy at that point, like, once we get to that point, because by that point, everything else will be 5-star. I don't know if we're gonna do I forget what it's called. What are you called? Generator. I don't know if we're gonna do the generator mod trick on them. We probably will. Because generator mod's another one, like you can get all your generator mods up. And then basically just don't turn them 4-star. I mean, that's something I'll probably do with the when they release new mods, because I'm sure they're going to release new mods at some point. When they release the new mods, I'll probably do that, but for Big Tower, not for them. But, yeah, we'll see. So again, the important thing to remember is that there's a banner coming. Very important you remember that banner. Now let's see how his bracket is. It's going to be impossible to say. What did I get? Oh, I can see my history. I really wish, like, the tournament thing was just always up. It didn't, like, go away. I wish it was just always here. We can look at his history. I didn't look at my... Well, I did. Yeah, my 8th and 7th have been the best, but this is so bracket dependent, like, I don't think there's a specific investment I can really make on Little Tower to make it more consistent. And we're gonna see how things change. And, okay, we got at least 5 contenders, so if this holds, I'll at least be guaranteed 6th place, which, okay, yeah, you're probably still going. You might be going. It's very difficult for me to judge everybody's strength now. Okay. So I should be able to get 6th, maybe 4th place. 4th place is good. I got really spoiled by this streak right here. 2, 1, 2, 2. And I'm still saving my keys. You know why I'm saving my keys? I told you guys why I'm saving my keys. Because I believe we're going to get Guardian Multispec, and as soon as we get Guardian Multispec, it is on like Donkey Kong. That's what I'm saving 100 keys for, because I want I just want Guardian Multispec. But I want it to be on like Donkey Kong. I'm hoping we're going to get that, so then because then I can have Scout for push runs, I can respec whenever I want. It's, you know, it's just one of those things that I feel like I want, well, it's what I want. Obviously, it'll be a big boost for me, because then that means for my Guardian, right, like, I will have a special Guardian spec. I really wish this game just had a separate, like, tournament spec, where you could just have a separate tournament spec for everything. Like, I feel like that would be better. I don't know exactly how you would do that with, like, mods and stuff like that, but I feel like, you know, you should just have a separate tournament spec. But we'll see when we get there. At the very least, if we have Guardian multi-spec, that basically would give me the ability to have a Guardian spec for tournaments. Which is what I want. I want to be able to, like, respec summon and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that's everything. That was my little rant, I guess. But just remember that, I'm going to say it again. Just remember the banner. See, I spent my tickets. I was a bad person. Do I regret it? A little bit. I mean, I regret it in the sense that this is my biggest problem. This is why it's so hard for me to pull mods, is because, like, what did I need? I spent 20,000 gems. What would have helped me? Oh, I need 2 dim cores, right? Did I get anything that helped? No. I got nothing that helped me. I didn't get any dim cores that would help me with this situation right here. So it is a little, unfortunate. You know. But we'll try again. We'll try again. This will be up to 4%. This is almost twice as good, right? And then we'll try again. If I get 2 dim cores, that really will, you know, help me tremendously, because then I can get this to 41. I probably could just unspec this, get this to 241, get this to 201. And then we could look at getting another core thing. I don't know what we would do. I don't know that I have enough reroll shards, but, you know, we'll figure it out. But anyways, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.